Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
This is
Thank
Lonely
you
Uncle
very much.
25. 25. For real? I want it, yeah. Back it up. Oh my gosh, what is up, everybody? Good gosh, I can't believe this is 25. Somebody asked me the other day, I was offended. I get offended. Like, I'm from the new school, so I get offended. But they were like, hey man, how many episodes have you done? 13? What? Did you just say 13? Bruh, 25. 25. Do you remember that guy at high school that used to date the senior girl? The senior girl all the guys wanted? You remember that dude who came in with this Camaro just humming. Used to pick up his girl from the Camaro. He had his Camaro. He was on lunch, because he worked at he was working on a local construction site. Went up there. Probably listen to Jane's Addiction. This day it'd probably be Fall Out Boy or something like that, man. But dude, he used to roll up and he'd pick up his girl. He was 25. That guy was 25 in age. That's how many episodes we're here, baby. The old dude who used to date the high school girls. We're that age, bruh. 25. God, we're halfway there to having a big celebration for 50, and then we're gonna go 100. So welcome, and I'm glad you're here. But yeah, man, get up on it, man. If you're gonna talk about the podcast to me, just know your facts and be caught up. Nobody wants to talk to anybody that's on season 2 of Game of Thrones. And that's where you are if you're not caught up and you're not in the 20s right now, I can understand being on 23. Your girl dumped you. You got fired. You lost your internet for a week or two. You didn't have access to it. Whatever. But get caught up and be a part of this game, okay? And be a part of this cult, because this is what all this is, baby. I'm feeling pretty good. It's wrapping up the school year, which is always a good, exciting time. Because it's, we always have an end. That's the thing about being an educator, is you always have that end in sight, and then you just back up. You get your juices going again, and then you start it back up, and you do it again. And there's a beautiful thing about that, it's just but it's a good time of the year. It's already hot as hell. It's hot as Hades, as some old dude would say. Hot as Hades. It's hot. It's hot out there, man. It's early hot too. That's not a good sign, bro. Man, if it's already hot, that means it's like the summer is already hitting us hard. We're already in the deepness. Dude, when it's 80 degrees at night, I don't want anything to do with that. 80 degrees at night? I don't want anything. It's the nighttime temperature. The nighttime temperature is the one that truly sets the tone of the actual week, the day-to-day. If it's not dropping below, in the 70s or so, gosh, it's hot, man. I feel like we're already entering that, which is cool. We'll get through it, though, because I got this podcast. I got you, and you got me. And I'm going to have your back during tough times. And when this summer gets hot, man, if things get rolling, you're going to pick me up, You're going to pick me up, man, And, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. I don't care who you are. You subscribe. Just subscribe right now. I'm taking a second. Just subscribe. I'll wait. Yeah, click on it. Yep, click. Subscribe. Had a way. Don't you feel better? Now it's going to come straight to you. Every episode that's released, bam, straight to you. You don't have to wait. Bam, straight to you. And we're going to start a VIP club. A VIP uncle. You think about that, lonely uncle club that you're basically you're going to get some, insights. You might I'm going to have a camera following me around, show the day-to-day of the LU, and you get access to that. There might be, I'm saying I might go to the pool. What? I might go to the pool, bro. And dude, you should see the swimsuits I picked up for this summer. They are fire. One of them actually has a flame on the side. Fire? Question mark? Yes, it is fire, bro. Because I gotta bring it at the pool. And man, and the reason why I go to the pool, man, is because I want to feel better about my body. Man, have you been to the local pool lately? Good gracious. Man, there was a whale watch the other day, bruh. Man, don't pay to go see a whale, Whales are everywhere. And man, I just love that attitude. I'm all about the attitude, bruh. Man, it's my body. I show it wherever I want. You show your body, baby, because I'm going to show mine. I'm going to show my body. You show your body. You know what I'm saying? We're going to show our body at the swimming pool. And I got my beach body already, or my poolside body, bro. I got my suburban cookie cutter. My body. My body's it's ready to be shown, bro. It's in its rawest state. I like rawness in a person, and that's my body. It's raw. You know what I'm saying? It's my body. Let's just see my body. If it was a Memorial Day cookout, and props to all. I hope you had a good Memorial Day. I hope you paid your respects. Definitely, man. The more I just mature, and the more I have a realization how appreciative I am of everything I have, and I really do appreciate people that put down their life, to have, to be able to share this freedom. And Memorial Day is just that day where everybody can kind of get up and people can meet up, families get up and just share that moment. And guess what, people? We wouldn't have it if people didn't lay down their life, and basically, fight for that bigger cause. And we're still fighting a cause because there's still people. We need to take care of our vets. I hate to get on a soapbox, but good gosh. Stuff I read is so heartbreaking. That's one thing I would do. Yeah. I would take care of our vets, man. I would take better care of them. I really would. And I'm sincere on that. So I hope you had a great Memorial Day. Sometimes I get worked up about topics, and I'm just like, and I'm passionate about certain things, and that one I'm definitely passionate about. I just feel like it's something that we just, and the beautiful thing about America is we can have that open dialogue, and we can be critical, but at the same time we got to support and pick each other up. It's like South Park, which is the greatest form of satire that's ever happened. Animation. But I'm not going to butcher the message, but one of my favorite episodes is like, America's not perfect, but you know what? It's pretty great. And yes, we do, you mess up sometimes just like anybody. But the freedoms that you share and the life that you have to take a second and appreciate that, right? But my Memorial Day, or my poolside body, man, dude, catch me at the pool. So if you're on that lonely uncle, if you're in the elite club, and you join that, I got a camera that follows me. You know what I'm saying? And like you just get the day-to-day of the LU. Man, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want to follow LU from door to door, from place to place, and see his daily? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you, right? What does it take, or what is it about you that makes you you? And that's what would be that LU, so that'd be the premium account, that deluxe, that Luxy Lux, getting it tied in right there, baby. You want to be a part of that. Trust me. And I will let you people know what's going on. But that, this time of the year, it's just good, bro. It's good. It heats up. I think we learn about each other, because, when it gets up. So I'm looking forward to this upcoming week. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited about what's going on as far as that goes. I want to talk about a couple things, man. Just some things. I was laughing earlier, man. I noticed something the other day, bro. So I'm a basketball fan, of course, or I just love sports, and I was watching, and I love competition. People say I love competition. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was watching the basketball game, and I've taken a liking to the Bucks because of Malcolm Brogdon. I'm a big UVA Wahoo Wah championship. Another Dubs, another natty for the Virginia Cavaliers, and they won the lacrosse. And I don't care about lacrosse, but when they're making their run to the championship, I tune in. Superficial bandwagon, call me that, because there's some, I can't watch every sport. And I was watching rowing the other day, bruh. Rowing, that's some fire. That's a fire sport. So, but congratulations to them. But anyway, I was watching some, and I think some people could learn, and just some observations I made. So Kawhi Leonard, who is probably right now the best, I would say probably the best player in the NBA. I would say he is the best player in the NBA. I think a lot of people would take him over a lot of, it's debatable, whatever. Considering LeBron's not in the playoffs. But anyway, so I'm watching the game. I'm watching Game 6. Or Game 5. I think it's Game 6. Game 6. And I noticed that something about him. So he comes down the lane. And there's for you guys that don't watch sports, there's Kawhi Leonard is a great basketball player. And there's a rival. On the other team, there's another great player who's going to probably be the MVP. But has a lot to learn in the playoffs. He needs to learn how to play in the playoffs. Giannis needs to learn how to play in the playoffs. He can't do all that at the top of the key, driving to the basket all wild. Because somebody in the NBA, in the playoffs, they play defense. People step up and play defense. You're not going to win a title without playing a little defense when it matters, right? And that's what Toronto did. And so he looked just completely discombobulated at times because he couldn't do what he was doing in the regular season, because in the regular season, let's just face it, doesn't matter. Major League Baseball regular season doesn't matter. Debated my friend the other day. He was upset because his team was playing poorly. I was like, it's April. I was like, it's April, bro. You're going to be okay. You're the defending champions. You're going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be all right. Baseball is crazy. You can completely just zone out for 5 months and then just be on it and just get like tune in and catch the ending. You know, it's like a great show or whatever. But anyway, so this player, Kawhi Leonard, comes down the lane, bro. And Giannis, he's huge. He's a big wingspan, one of the greatest athletes in the league right now. And when it's all said and done, he might be the best athlete to ever play the game, one of them. So he's tall, really athletic. So Kawhi goes up, and he dunks on him. Bam! You know, just yams on him. And if you knew the demeanor of Kawhi Leonard, it's just like, dude, just so even kill. It's so beautiful. It's like poetry. He doesn't get hype. He doesn't get too high. He doesn't get too low. He gets right there. And that's why I love this man. He's special in that way. And I think that's what makes him a great player. No moment. He can never look at a moment and say, I can't handle it. He handles it. And his emotions fit it. And he's just special, right? So he yams on it. And I'm looking at social media, afterwards. They're like, wow, Giannis just got yammed on. Kawhi's the best ever. And I'm like, man, that was beautiful. But I'm not going to, it's a play. It's a play in a game and with professionals. And these are outstanding athletes that are amazing, and they do what they do, and they're incredible, right? But people are like, wow, Giannis is done. The Greek freak, they call him. They're like, he got dunked on. He's, and Kawhi's the GOAT. Then, so they're already making memes, this nerd in like Denver is up there making a meme of Giannis getting dunked on. And then, I think it was the next quarter, Kawhi drives again, and he goes up, and Giannis blocks him. Incredible block. All ball, clean, and rejects him, right? And I look at it and I'm like, wow, that was just tale of two plays, right? These are professionals. These are people that do what they do for a living that are just at the peak. That's why we watch it. It's beautiful. He comes down there, makes a great play. And then the next play, the other guy gets him. And then I love watching it play out on social media, dude. Because based on your allegiance or who you like, you're gonna pick the play. You're gonna like the play that fits your narrative. If you're hating on Kawhi because you hate what he did with San Antonio, you're gonna like it when Giannis blocks him. But if you're down with Kyrie and Kawhi, I'm sorry, Kawhi. I hope I didn't say Kyrie, but Kawhi Leonard, if you're down with his style, you're going to like him. You're going to like that. So you kind of choose and you pick. You got, on the social media, I notice all of them have thousands of likes. Some of them have 1 million likes. They actually do have 1 million likes. And, you read the comments because the comments are hilarious to me. And it's people, they pick and they select what fits their narrative and what tells their story, how they want things to be. And I thought that was the perfect example. Why don't people like the Game of Thrones ending? Because it didn't fit their narrative. They didn't like what happened. What some of the beef that they have is, I wanted it to be this. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way. So I just love the perception of, are you the GOAT or are you the goad? Kawhi's the best ever. Look at this play. And I noticed that those people that are praising him, they didn't show the block. When he got blocked, they're only showing him going up and rising up and dunking on him. So you know what? You just select and you pick and choose, and that's what this life's about. You're sitting there and you're selecting and you're picking and you're saying, oh, I like that. That fits what I'm thinking. Oh, I like that. That's who I want that guy to be. But he also came down and got blocked, And that personally is why I love him. I love him not just because he rose over and he made an amazing play on Giannis, but I love the way he comes back down and he tries to do it again. That's a winner, man. That's somebody who rises above. And he just tried to take it right back at him. And Giannis was like, nah, not today, bro. And he blocked him. And you don't think he's better for that? You don't think both of them are going to be better in the end for challenging each other? And meanwhile, people are just picking sides and selecting and deciding what fits their narrative. So maybe we should stop selecting what fits our narrative as people and start selecting what is real. And that's my thing. What is real? And the reality is, Kawhi Leonard's a hell of a player. He's a hell of a player. He rises up. He makes great plays. But on this stage, he comes down. He tries to make another play. He gets rejected sometimes. But his ass takes that ball out the next possession and brings it down the court and tries to score again. And that, my friends, is why the Toronto Raptors are going to the NBA Finals, and they will lose in 5 games. Maybe 6. I don't know. I just don't feel good about it. I just don't see that team beating Golden State, but what a great player that is. And I was just thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that man for going up. I respect that man for being.
I don't even know where you're sitting at. Your whole spill. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
That's still my favorite thing ever, dude. What a great laugh, dude. This man has one of the best laughs. I wish every time I told a joke, that played up. What a great laugh. I try to duplicate that laugh and I can't. I'll do it in the middle of a situation with my friends or whatever, just people. And some people are some of my friends don't like sports. So they're just and I'll try to do it. But you can't because it's so incredible. But that's Kawhi Leonard's laugh, which I think he is the best laugh I've ever heard. So I saw this amazing, let's look what happened in the story. Oh, guess what? This happened to me. Man, in high school, yeah. Let's see here, man. There was a situation one time that kind of reminded me of this article, and sometimes I like to think about this, and it's kind of shameful. And it's kind of embarrassing at first, but then again, I'm just like, this is the kind of stuff that makes you grow. But I remember there was this story, Moby. Dude, I met Moby after his second album at School Kids Records in downtown Raleigh. And Moby is like a EDM, is that what you call it, kind of dude, I guess. But he went pop for a while, and he had some good songs, and I never got too into him, but my buddy liked him, and we went down there, we met him, and it was cool. He was just a dork, dude. He was the biggest dork I ever met. I was a dork, and I am a dork, but this guy was a dork, So I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking, I met him, and there was this article that was released the other day, and Natalie Portman, supposedly Moby comes out and writes a book or something. Who cares, dude? Number one, what are you thinking? Writing a book. But anyway, so he writes this book and he says him and Natalie Portman dated. And then she came out and said, oh, this is a nightmare, dude. Said, no, we never dated. And then he said, I deliberately remember you flirting with me and us having a chemistry, and we went out for a while. And she says, no, my recollection was you were a creepy old 40-something-year-old or older man, and I had just graduated from high school, or I was still a teenager or something. It was just cringeworthy. And I was just like, wow, that's incredible. And it kind of reminded me, it was nothing compared to that, but it reminded me one time when I totally overachieved one time. And I had like a magical moment with like a girl that was just way above my pay grade, dude. She was pay grade, no, I didn't mean that. But way above me, bro. Like I was, and it wasn't even anything. And I remember I tried to tell people that, we had something. And, she had a reputation to keep. So she told everybody it was a lie. Or I was just a cute. No, this is what she did. This is even worse. Oh, Jay Rich is I don't look at him that way. He's just my buddy. Said some stuff like that. When it was not, I was pretty, from what I remember. It was more than that. But I was like, dang, dude, you can't. Man, and then I don't think I've ever even spoken about anything else on that level since. Because, things get, it's just like, man. And she was an upperclassman, and I was just like, it was just crazy. So I feel for Moby, man, because that sucks to come out and write a book about this thing. Like, yeah, me and Natalie Portman dated, and then she says, no, I just remember you being a creepy older man that was flirting with me, and I was still in high school. Oh God, it hurt me, bro. That hurt me, man. So props to him, man. I give a shout out to him, man. He's trying. Who knows what the truth is? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was probably so long ago, and people were jumped on his side or her side, of course, because it's Natalie Portman. But it's just one of those things, man. I saw this crazy thing too, dude. That at Mount Everest, there's so many people waiting to be able to. There's so many people that are actually in line that that want to go climb it. There's a line, and it's actually people are dying. And I'm like, what? I remember when that used to be like an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be crazy, like something that a handful of people would do. And then now it's like everybody's doing it. And I was thinking about that. It's kind of like, in a way, it's like Black Friday. People are lined up. People are getting in line, being physical, throwing elbows, trying to climb that Everest piece, man. That's just nuts to me. Like, who would do that, dude? That's crazy. Like, you get in there and you start being aggressive. You're just flat out aggressive. Climbing Everest. I love that, dude. I thought that was just so bizarre, man. Oh, my gosh, dude. It's so funny, dude. But anyway, when you feel down... Remember Kawhi Leonard's laugh. It's one of the most beautiful things ever. Hit me up for that that gear. I know y'all gonna be hitting up the pool. Maybe you'll see me at the pool wearing that Lonely Uncle. If I see with that Lonely Uncle gear, let me know. DM me, tell me what's up. Let me know what's going on. If you need some help. Single mother, take them out. I have to tell you a little bit. I might have somebody on the hook. And that'd be a good experience, and I can share that out. But anyway, peace out, people. Lonely Uncle 25. Dude, it's just the beginning.